Hey guys, so I have a first impressions haul and review for you guys. I just tried out all of these products right now. So this is from the brand LeCosmetique.com right there. Definitely check them out. They're very comparable to Coastal Scents, but everything is cheaper. I know, how cool is that? So if you want to try out the Coastal Scents 88 palette, you're going to pay, I think, the palette I got was $17, which is not a lot at all. I know the palette that like that at Coastal Scents is about 20 something, so that's really amazing. So yeah, I got two things from them, and I just wanted to share them with you guys and what I think about them as of now. I just created a kind of matte neutral look with a slight bit of shimmer. 72 neutral palette. This is not sold at Coastal Scents, which I think is kind of special. So if you want to check this palette out, go down below in the link, and it is $17.95, which is not a lot at all. I think it's the same maker. The box looks exactly the same as the Coastal Scents box, but it has no name on it, which I like so much better. I hate the Coastal Scents name. I like it just clean and professional like this with nothing on. You open it up, there is a covering, there's these colors. These are 72 matte neutral colors, so they're really easy to work. If you like to do a lot of people's makeup for prom and stuff like that, this is definitely a good palette to invest in. A lot of people like to invest in the 88 Warm palette, but I find those colors are a little too shimmery, and these colors are definitely better for pictures and prom. LeCosmetique is actually a store for makeup artists, so they have discounts if you are a makeup artist, just like MAC does. So this would be ideal for like a bridal makeup artist, but of course I'm not a makeup artist, but I do like this palette for everyday use. It's definitely small enough, compact enough, and good enough quality to use on my eyes every day. They're basically every matte brown, tan, and cream in the world, and then a random blue, which I think is kind of cute. It's sky blue right here, and then there's a bunch of oranges and pinks for fun looks as well, because those are definitely kind of neutral. There are 5 shimmery colors in the whole palette, so that's 5 out of 72, which is not a lot, but I think it's just decent enough. I like to use a lot of these colors as matte highlights and matte crease colors, which I don't have a lot of. So these are nice high-quality matte shadows that are so hard to find, and you guys all know that. So this is why I was interested in this palette. I'll show you the shimmering colors. So the shimmering colors that have a slight sheen and sparkle to them is this one right here, this one right there, that one right there. So these 4 right across. Those are all shimmery. And then there's one more shimmery color which is not there, and it's right here. Right there. So those are the shimmering colors. The rest are all matte. So if you want to see the pigmentation of these, I'm going to pick a dark color so you can see it. So like right here, I use this in my crease today. Wow, that's pretty pigmented. I'll show you like this pink right here. Wow! So these colors are super pigmented. They're just as pigmented as the Coastal Scents. They're just as pigmented as the Coastal Scents shadows. Just because I feel like they work better with your fingers. They're more pigmented with your fingers, and if you don't blend them out as much, obviously. But I think if you were to use these, you should use a concealer brush, a thicker brush, like a 252, more dense and more flat and firm. Your average shader brush might disperse the color a little too much. So yeah, this is a really cheap, inexpensive palette, and they're super high quality. I love this. I've been using this so often. I got this a few days ago, and I've used it every day. So this is definitely a product I suggest you guys invest in. It's super fun, super easy. Definitely check it out below on LeCosmetique.com. And if you are curious and you want to buy something on LeCosmetique.com, feel free to email them. She's super nice, and if you want, tell me the product you would buy from LeCosmetique.com. So the next product they sent me was a brush roll. I think this is comparable to Sigma. I know. It's $60 for 15 brushes. I don't know how much Sigma is. It's $80 for 12. And this comes in a black faux leather case, and it's super fun for traveling. Obviously, this is going to work well for traveling. And then you open it up like this. It's a magnetic snap closure. You open it up, and it is a full brush roll. This is worth $60 on LeCosmetique.com. And I just want to show you the brushes. So this is the full brush set. I'm going to go through the brushes one by one and tell you guys what I think about them. So these are powder brushes, contour, blush, and a whole bunch of eye brushes, eyeliner brushes, everything you need to do someone's makeup or to do your own. This is definitely a wonderful travel set. We also have an 18-piece professional brush set, which is $80, I think. that one has 3 more brushes. They have more blending brushes, I think. So what I love about these brushes is they tell you the names right here. I haven't used this brush. I've used a few of the others, but they tell you the names right here. So if you're a beginner and you're kind of confused, what do I use? What is this for? This is a powder brush. It says powder. And they come with little like plastic thingies on the wood, and the wood is super professional looking. It's just black and it's painted over, and then it has a black ferrule. And then I love how they come with these thingies because these are some synthetic brushes, by the way. That's why they're cheaper. But I think synthetic brushes are sometimes easier to work with. They might not last as long, but I find that my synthetic brushes have lasted about 5 years. So they're still going strong. So this is a powder brush, and it's pretty big. It's like that big compared to my palm. And I think this would be pretty easy to just apply bronzer all over my face as like a quick thing. Also, powder would work with this as well. So it's a pretty big brush, and it has kind of a fanned out shape a little bit. So it's definitely not as dense on the top, and it's very fluffy and soft. The next brush I actually had used, I contoured my face with it today. And this is the contour brush. And it says Angle Blush and Shader, which I think is fun because now you can know that this is for contouring. It's an angled blush brush. So this, again, is so soft. It's the same brush hairs. And what I do with this is I just contour my cheeks. And this is also great for a highlight because it just kind of fits your face really perfectly. Yeah, there, you know, everywhere. So these, the dye on it is kind of a brown-black color. So nice. I love these brushes. So I definitely want to thank Suzanne for giving these to me and letting me review them. They're definitely amazing brushes. So if you don't, this is the blush brush. I haven't used this one, but I can just tell you it's so soft by the looks of it. And this looks like it'd be great. It's definitely more of a dense brush. It's more of a circle. So this would be great for your apples and blushing up. Also great for highlights as well. So this is also a great versatile brush. And this next brush is called the Medium Domed Fluff Brush. And I use this, I put it back into the plastic thingy. I don't know, I like to keep them on there. Kind of a freak like that. But it's a Medium Domed Fluff Brush. And this is just a tiny itty bitty shader. This is pretty dense. And I use this brush with my 72 Neutral palette. It's easy to pack on your colors. And I use this. So next one is called the Deluxe Shading Brush. It's a little more fluffy and dense. So this is better for actual blending. The next one is called the Chisel Pointed Fluff Brush, and I like this one. I have a lot of brushes really similar to this. And the next brush is pretty interesting. I use this, and it's called the Pointed Fluff Brush. And this is not a pencil brush, it's fluffy. And I use this for my crease work. I applied my crease with this and blended it out all in one. It's like a little dome, flat top powder brush, but tiny, and it's great for blending out and crease work. Brush is this one. It's called the Deluxe Angle Shader, and it's a shader brush. This is good for crease work as well, just placing it in also the outer corner. This one is called the Medium Precision Brush, and I use this as a pencil brush. So next brush is a concealer brush. It's called the Camouflage number 8, and it's a firm brush. It's kind of small, but it's really firm, and I like it a lot. The next brush is the small chisel brush. It's basically the same thing as before. The bigger angled brush. This is tiny. This is great for outer corner work. This brush is the lip brush, and this is self-explanatory. It's the lip brush. I like this actually. It's very stiff and firm. Kind of like that about that. Okay. The next brush is called the Precise Line Brush, and the Fine Liner Brush. So excited about this brush. So I was looking. So it's pretty stiff, and I like to use this for like gel liner. The second to last brush is the Slanted Liner Brush, and this as well holds up pretty well. It's pretty stiff, but it definitely would give you a nice precise line with your gel line. And the last thing I gave in this was the Luxe Brow Comb, and it has the one side that's the fluffier-ish side that's good for brushing in your powder, and then this one is good for grooming. These brushes are so worth it. Definitely the 2 products that I showed you guys are definitely worth it. Hope you guys check them out. Check out LeCosmetique.com.